Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. As I mentioned you, in this segment, we'll be talking about COVID-19 and how it has impacted the Bangladeshi community based in the Sultanate. For this segment, we have Dr. Jannatul Naim joining us, who is the convener, Women's Wing, Bangladesh Social Club, Muscat. Thank you so much, Dr. Jannat, for joining us in today's session.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for giving me this chance to join this show.
Walaikum assalam. So, Dr. Jannat, as you know, the repatriation, the special flights have actually been in place for quite some time now in Oman. And I actually wanted to ask you, considering the COVID-19 situation and the impact it has on all the communities, in fact, across the globe, what kind of impact it had on Bangladeshi community and how many people have actually registered to go back home?
Thank you so much for your question. Basically, we have got so many questions and so many applications. And as per my concern, I think that near about 1,000 people right now want to go home earliest time. But I can say one thing, that within this 1,000 people, most of them are holding the family visas, or they just came to as a visit visa too. They just came to visit their families and friends. After that, they become stuck because of lockdown. And some very few people of them, they are just economical crisis. They want to go back to the country.
Dr. Jannat, do you happen to know the procedure of how Bangladeshi in Oman can actually apply to register themselves at the embassy and then get on board with the repatriation flights?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, first of all, they have to go to the embassy. They have to collect a form. Otherwise, they can collect the form online. And after that, they have to fill the form and submit it. And from the form, and some authorized people, they will select the who should go first, like this. And there is some contact number also. They can contact through the phone number.
Thank you, Dr. Jannat. Talking about COVID-19 and the challenges and the impact it has on the community, in your opinion, what are the challenges faced by the Bangladeshi community?
Basically, see, not about only Bangladeshi community. I think that total planet is on a challenging situation. And mostly, that in Bangladesh, most of the people are they're continuing some small businesses like tailoring, barber shop, small cafeteria. Some are in the construction site. So as per the lockdown is continuing for the 3 to 4 months, they can't open their shop. They are economically problem. They're facing problem economically, and some of them also have to help their families in Bangladesh also. In that case, also their families also. It's like chain manner, huh? So all of them are economically they are feeling crisis. But as when they are talking to us, then we try to console them that inshallah everything will be settled down once the COVID-19 problem is settled.
Dr. Jannat, you yourself is a convener at Women's Wing for Bangladesh Social Club Muscat, and you know all the challenges and the problems the community are facing. And like you said, it's just not the Bangladeshi community, it's all the communities, the various nationalities that has had an impact and the effect of COVID-19 are facing more or less the same situation and challenges in the country. Talking about your role at the Bangladeshi Social Club Muscat, what kind of problems are you getting, and what kind of help has the community club provided to the locals in the country?
Okay, regarding the problems, as from the beginning I told you, mostly that some people, they are working in a daily basis. They can't even go their work, and economically they are feeling crisis. And whatever, if you ask about me the role, then from the just beginning of the pandemic situation, we started publishing leaflets about the health to concern the people about health issues, about the pandemic situations. And just starting of the lockdown, then we started distributing N95 masks among people who are more vulnerable to get that infection, like in the vegetable market scenario, about that areas and some other crowded areas. We tried to distribute that mask. And also just during the Ramadan period, we try to help the poor families by giving or donating foodstuffs. Okay, near about, and it's of course all these things are incorporated with the Bangladesh Embassy of Oman. In help with the Bangladesh Embassy of Oman, we help near about 1,500 families in this issue.
Dr. Jannat, as you know that the Eid ul-Adha is right round the corner. It's starting on Friday, and the holidays for the Eid has already been announced and extended further, starting from Thursday, which will continue until next Thursday, August 6th. And Dr. Jannat, we all know that Eid is a celebration for Muslims, especially, when they actually get together and they spend more quality and family time. And considering the COVID-19 situation, which has led to a lockdown in the Sultanate, what do you think, how difficult it is going to be for people to actually celebrate Eid in their homes, and how important is for them to actually follow the measures and precautions provided out there by the Supreme Committee, the Ministry of Health and the Royal Oman Police?
Okay. Actually, it's really very important to obey the rules and regulations imposed by the authorities. As far I know, wherever we are staying or whatever the state, we should abide by the rules of the state, definitely. And during the Eid ul-Adha, there is a more chance of getting and spreading infection, because Eid ul-Adha, during this, there is people have to go to the shop for like buying animals for the sacrifices. There is a chance of more get together and more increased spreading of infection. So in that case, I would like to thank the authorities for imposing this lockdown rules right now, so that inshallah there will be restriction of infection.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jannat. It's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more questions to ask from Dr. Jannat. Keep watching TTV. Break. Welcome back. As we were talking before going out on a break with Dr. Jannat, that how important it is for people to follow the rules and regulation placed in by the respected authorities in the country to help control the spread of COVID-19. And Dr. Jannat was telling us like how important it is to follow the rules and regulations. And on that note, Dr. Jannat, I wanted to ask, while there are rules and regulations out in the place, there are also people who really do not take it seriously and who do not abide by the rules and regulations. How serious do you think people should actually take these rules to protect themselves and people around them?
Okay, actually, for those persons who are unlikely to take this lockdown rules not seriously, for them, I'm telling you, what you do right now, what you meet is like a life and death decisions. It may not your life, it may not cost you life, but your choices can be a choice in bit for someone you love or dear ones or your near ones, or for a complete stranger. Till now, most of the people are susceptible to this infection as long as this virus is circulating in our environment. So, and there is a more chance of getting punishment also if you're not obeying this lockdowns rules. So I request for saving your life and your near and dear ones, please maintain this lockdown rules properly.
I just wanted to ask, while we were talking about Eid and the COVID situation, I also wanted to know how different is Eid celebrated amongst the Bangladeshi community in Oman or in Bangladesh, and how is it different from Oman? How do you usually celebrate Eid?
Okay, Eid ul-Adha actually second Eid in our religion, which is celebrated worldwide every year. And basically the purpose of mostly we told until this Eid ul-Adha as a Eid of sacrifice. Normally during Eid ul-Adha we sacrifices in the name of Allah to see for sure devotion and sacrifices towards our religion and towards Allah. And in this case, in our country, it's obligatory to distribute this meat of these animals in equal 3 parts. One for your family, one part is for the near and like friends and relatives, and one part for the poor persons. So normally we are celebrating after finishing our Eid prayer and after finishing the sacrifices. Then we keep visiting each other and our friends, relatives, and colleagues like this. And the whole day we keep busy with each other.
That is actually the true essence of Eid. It's like a celebration within the families and, meeting people you haven't been seen for a long time. So Eid comes as an excuse to actually visit them and spend time with them and exchange some meat. But Dr. Jannat, now, we are in the middle of the pandemic. COVID is there, lockdown is there. How difficult it is going to be this time, or how you are planning to celebrate it this time, considering the lockdown and all the restrictions put in by the respected authorities?
However, actually, in this pandemic situation, even the Great Hajj is also compromised this year. So I think that this year we should stay at home. We will finish of course, we will pray. We'll finish our Eid prayer, but not like the as usual times. This time we will stay our home. We will avoid the get together and meet with one another. And of course, we will praying for the total ummah so that inshallah we will all together with our near and dear ones will be able to celebrate next year our Eid with greater joy.
You know, there are a lot of people watching the show right now, and they really would want to know how can you encourage them to stay at home, and what are the tips and advices you can tell them, because now the Eid has been extended from Thursday to another Thursday, so it's like a whole week time. What advice do you have for them to do during this time, and what kind of activities or engagement they can actually have within the family to actually feel the celebration?
Okay, thank you so much for seeing this show. Actually, I would like to message that don't expect that someone will come to your life and they will keep you safe. We all have a part to play in protecting ourselves and one another. Finally, I would like to give some again message. I know you already know about this, like hand wash properly, at least minimum 10-20 seconds. Wear mask in public places, avoid get together, maintain the social distances minimum 2 meter, eat nutritious food. And of course, if you get that COVID-19 infection, please don't be panic. There is a very good health system in Oman, Alhamdulillah. If you get the infection, immediately seek help from your healthcare provider. And today, I would like to finish my today's show with one of my most favorite quotes. Like, life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. So create your life with better decisions. Stay safe, stay home, take care. And all of you, wish you a very good Eid Mubarak.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Jannat, for joining us today's session. It was lovely to have you on our show and to share some insightful information how Eid is celebrated among the Bangladeshi community and how different it is from here. Thank you once again for being here.
Thank you so much also for giving me this chance. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It is always a pleasure, Dr. Jannat. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, with our show Outline. So stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.